It's been a heck of a game so far. We're in the bottom of the ninth with 2 outs, an 0-2 count rest on Detroit. Here comes the pitch. Fouled off, chased a wide one. 1-2 is the count. Detroit's game-winning run sits on third after pulling off a play for the history books. A risky double steal. Nobody's been able to swipe a bag from this defensive powerhouse all season, but Detroit has cracked their code. The runner on third is taking a generous lead off the bag. The pitcher throws over. It's bobbled! Runner's making a break for home. It's gonna be close. He's...
Good evening.
Francis?
Am I, interrupting something, Jensen?
How'd you know where to find me?
I know you like to think you're off the grid these days, but I am the one who programmed your Infolink's GPL tracker.
Back when I used to work for Sarif. We don't work for Sarif anymore, Francis.
Be that as it
And
may.
I distinctly remember telling you never to ping my location again.
Except in an emergency. That's how I remember you saying it. A year ago, when the rest of the world thought you were dead and I helped you get out of Alaska, in fact, I seem to recall you adding, and I quote here, "I really owe you one, Pritchard."
I don't recall saying it quite like that.
Well, it just so happens there's something in Prague that I need your help with. Tonight.
Kind of busy.
Investigating TF-29, I know. But if you help me with this, we're even. I promise.
Fine. What do you need?
I've been hired to vet a company, a freelance job. Someone in Prague was helping me, but, he's gone radio silent.
You mean he stopped taking your calls?
I tracked the GPL signal on his phone to a bar named Zatopek. Now, I don't know if he's alive or dead. He could have been robbed or decided to get drunk. The only thing I know for sure is that he is jeopardizing my assignment.
Why do I get the feeling you're doing more than just vetting a company?
He goes by the name Slaw. I need you to find out what happened to him.
Send me the address of the bar.
Sure, but... Jensen, as I tried to tell you before you cut me off, you need to be careful. Zatopek Bar is in a pocket of Prague that doesn't take kindly to augmented people. An alley off Klimova Street. They're known to get violent there.
Are you warning me because you're concerned for my well-being, or because you need me for this job?
Just watch yourself, Jensen.
Prosím, pozor. Pro svou vlastní bezpečnost.
Vážně jsme k něčemu dobrý.
Fail to see the bigger picture. The dog incident threw everything off the rails. Since then, the rift between...
wide, so deep, it's become impossible to cross. We need a timeout, a temporary separation of the classes, so we can clear the air and reevaluate how we can coexist peacefully.
So the sentiment that it is being enacted as a form of subjugation is false then, Doctor?
Unequivocally false. The goal of the legislation is to ensure that they are as safe from us as
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Some are afraid to walk outside of their homes right now, because if they do, the level of hatred and suspicion aimed at them is horrifying. They want to feel safe again, and the Human Restoration Act can give them.
Well, there you have it, folks. It sounds like UN Resolution 3507 may be the solution the world is looking for. Thank you, Dr. Christensen, for your honest and insightful perspective. This is Eliza Kassan, reporting to you live from Jensen. Ticus News, the global leader in
Yeah, you know, for that little musical interlude there.
Prosím pozor, lehat si kdekoliv na stanici metra je zakázáno.
Celý oddělení je skorumpované.
The Palisade Property Bank?
It is the Palisade Blade Link.
Then what the hell is the bank?
I do not know the exact stop. You have to look at the map of that.
Thank you, officer. Is it
I cannot believe that Ottoman
I do not know.
brought me. I tried to tell her that I'd nothing of value, but she said, "Kill her."
Stop right there, Hanser. I need to see your papers.
This doesn't look like a checkpoint. And you don't exactly look like a police officer.
And you do not look like someone who is going to pull out a guitar to sing songs about peace and love. Papers, now!
All right. I can see you're serious. I'm not looking to cause any trouble.
You better not. This is an AUG-free zone. And we will shoot any AUG who enters before they decide to go crazy again. Now get out of here. I said get lost, Kravat.
I give up. Ragur's book is too boring.
Where did you stop?
The chapter about his thoughts on the AUG incident.
That is where most people stop reading. No. An ex-girlfriend.
Another one. From what I read, this area is just as safe as the real life.
20 000 lidí. Státní policie očekává, že právě tento počet lidí v nadcházejících letech zadrží na unijních bodech, jakmile Praha aktualizuje své regulace augmentací. Mnozí dříve licencovaní občané již nebudou mít nárok na novou ověřovací kartu D73.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Stala v pražské čtvrti překážka. Místní augmentovaná reportérka Angela Ganová, známá díky řadě oblíbených odhalení politických skandálů, byla nalezena v uličce rozřezaná na kusy. Občany nabádáme, aby zůstali bdělí a aby se v noci zdržovali na bezpečných a dobře osvětlených prostranstvích.
Access granted.
Exactly how much is another question.
Korporací a bohatých lidí a využívá nejmodernější fyzická i bezpečnostní opatření, včetně firewallu příští generace.
Here we go. Nothing to report. What the hell?
Of course I will. See you there. Hello, it's me.
I don't have time for anything, sorry.
Hello, it's me. 2 years before the org incident and last week.
Access granted.
quiet. Nothing to report.
I would never associate with someone like you. Old friend.
The tech loonies and the neuropa-dope dealers are
Cool.
basically one and the same. Add the New World power that is organized crime, who have a black market that is arguable, have the makings of armor.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Hello, it's me. I didn't know she was augmented. Of course I will. See you then. I would never associate with someone like that now. She's an old friend.
Sir? Streets are clear for now.
Starting to sound like one of those crazy conspiracy nuts.
How are we even friends? I had no idea that you completely believe a lie such as that. Why?
It's the news. The world is not one big conspiracy.
am watching that.
Due to their involvement in an ongoing securities fraud investigation.
Oh, you are in wrong bar, AUG.
I'm looking for someone named Slaw.
This be me, but I no do business with robots.
I'm here on behalf of someone you know from Detroit.
Kurva, he sent the robot. I told him I no do job. He no listen. Here, take this and go. It worthless now. It be flagged missing and no can be reprogrammed. It open nothing now.
Wait a minute, back up. What are you talking about? What is this?
That is Palisade Passport. It be combination employee card and VPN key. It let your boss make remote connection to protected servers inside Palisade Blade.
He needed a virtual private network key for a vetting job.
Vetting? I don't know what this mean. The job be more like heist of most secure corporate archiving bank in world. He bade me to go inside server room and make connections so he can look at files using Passport.
Yeah, I see. And how were you supposed to get inside the bank?
I worked there. With clean Passport, I go places inside. But if I go to wrong place, all the robots and guards come kill me. I no wanted to be die like Simona Saridakis.
Who?
She be first engineer killed inside. The Blade make update to defense system and... Wait. He getted you to do job for him? Ha! If you are human, I try stop you. Blade is death trap and I care for human life. But, because you are dirty robot, I say go. Do it. Kill yourself. At the end of day, no one will care.
Look, I get it. You hate me and my kind, but I came here to find you, not get into a debate about what it means to be human. Let's finish up amicably and part ways.
Amica, what? You have Passport. I must go back to work soon. Our business be finished. Go.
Pritchard, I found Slaw. He backed out of your little bank heist.
Heist? Jensen, you understand he's being dramatic, right? Nothing's being stolen. Did he give you anything?
Yeah, something called a passport. I'll drop it in the mail for you.
Don't, Jensen! Look, there's a Converse cafe being built in your area, near the shoreline. Get inside, activate their holographic system, and I'll explain everything.
Go now. Get out.
And in the US, when the collective leaked classified corporate documents, causing several fortunes. Reporting to you live.
It was a quiet night. Come.
If Rucker really is dead, we should throw a party.
It is too late for that. They let Rucker live too long and Ark got too powerful.
Učitnice pracuje v Blade.
To je ona.
They do not elect people to private. Jest parę kroków może. Nie tak.
Nice, but I am done.
Ne vracej se do Litmanovi.
I know you love it here, but I have made up my mind. The problem is to find the throne. would you keep in a digital vault? My ideas need protection.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Well, you certainly took your time. Getting slower in your old age?
Let's cut the small talk, Pritchard. What exactly have you gotten yourself into?
It's not as bad as you think. My client, that freelance job that I told you about.
Go on.
You've heard of the Santo Group, haven't you? The European mega corporation that built...
The Utilet complex, Prague's Aug ghetto. Yeah, I've heard of them.
Then you probably know they're building another complex for Augs in Oman. Only this one's a city, and it's being hailed as a desert paradise.
I'm up on current events, Francis.
Well, my client is considering a partnership with Santo. But before going all in, he wants to know two things. Is Rabia feasible? And is the mysterious group that you're trying to stop also involved with the plan?
From the Illuminati?
Thought that might grab your attention. To know for sure, though, I need to get a look at some digital files stored inside the Palisade Blade. On servers leased to Santo. Slaw and his passport were going to help me do it. Until he chickened out. So you see, Jensen, I really don't intend to steal anything. At least not on my own.
You're right. This isn't a bank heist. It's corporate espionage. The kind of thing your client used to pay us to prevent.
I never said David Sarah.
You didn't have to.
Fine. I'm sure Sarah would be willing to pay you too, if that's what you want. But I would have thought you'd do it on principle. You are the one who's obsessed with elites and their secrets.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just that the Palisade Blade is so full of them. Its owners are willing to kill to keep people out. I'm sure Slaw mentioned the defenses.
He might have said something.
The grounds and offices are patrolled by Tarvo security services. And wherever the human guards don't go, there are automated defenses. The best automated defenses money can buy. Anyone detected in an unauthorized zone risks getting killed on the spot, as several employees have discovered.
How many deaths have there been?
The bank owners pay off the families and keep the details out of the papers, so it's difficult to say. The only one they've publicly acknowledged was the first, an engineer named Simona Saradakis. They used her death to promote their security systems, if you can believe that.
And I bet it paid off for them.
It increased their client base by at least 20%. Look, Jensen, it's safe to say this will involve more than just parkouring through a few lasers. The passport Slaw stole for us.
There is no us here, Pritchard. Slaw says the passport's been flagged. It can't be used because it can't be reprogrammed.
Slaw's knowledge of the hacking world is limited. There's maybe 50 people out there who can reprogram it. I'm one of them, of course.
Of course.
But another one is much closer to you. A friend and fellow hacker who goes by the handle Shadow Child. She knows me as Nuclear Snake.
Why do I feel like I'm in the middle of a bad screenplay you've written?
Okay, look. I can tell you're still on the fence about this. Just bring Shadow Child the passport, and if you really don't want to go any further, I'll find somebody else. Please?
Hey, Nuclear Snake. Who exactly is this Shadow Child?
I don't know exactly. She's a legendary hacker who's been at it for as long as I have. Maybe longer. We've known each other for years through online chats.
Right. Do you trust her?
Do I trust anyone? She's helped me out with a few technical glitches in the past. Her code is solid. And very few hackers in the world know as much as she does about the Blade's inner workings.
Alright, fine. Give me her address.
Apartment 3A at 33 Klimova. It's just minutes away from your current location. You won't regret this.
I already do.
I'll let her know you're coming. But seriously, think about this opportunity, Jensen. Getting in the Blade could result in a mother lode of information on the people you are really after.
We'll see.
V budovách Blade se nachází víc než během léta v roce 2025. V budovách Blade se nachází víc.
That company kills its own workers and gets away with it! Where is the justice? The Palisade!
I do not want to pick a side. I doubt they will even try to do anything.
Musí udělat místo pro dalších 20 000 lidí.
No. I know. My job is all week, including the weekend.
Pritchard. I thought you told your friend I was coming.
I did.
Well, I'm in her apartment, but nobody seems to be home.
That doesn't make any sense. I can see she's online right now. She has to be there somewhere. Keep looking.
You want to end the conversation like that?
Anomaly detected. Access granted.
I wouldn't move right now if I were you. Mr. Jensen.
Shadow Child?
Lucky for you, Nuclear Snake told me you were coming. Though clearly you're much more skilled than he led me to believe.
Clearly he left out a few details about you, too.
So... you need my help reprogramming something. Something that is supposed to be both time-sensitive and very exciting. Are you joking me?
I take it you know what this does.
You're making a run for the blade? Nuclear Snake must be working for someone with really deep pockets.
It's been flagged as missing. Can you reprogram the security codes?
Can I reprogram it? There are only 10 hackers in the world who can, and I'm 2 of them. This is going to take a few minutes. You can wait outside. Here you go. 1 healthy passport. You do realize this little thing is impossible to get a hold of outside of the Blades. I would love to know how you did it.
It didn't take long to reprogram it. You sure it'll work?
I've been coding since I was 6, Mr. Jensen. I know what I'm doing. But, just to be sure, I tested it against the latest version of the Blade's keycard security program. It'll get you inside all right. Deeper inside than just the front lobby, so long as no one working there spots you.
Never said I was going in.
Then why ask me to reprogram it? Look, I am not a casual hacker. It's my passion and my business. Hacking into the Blades, well, that's a challenge no Ripper's been able to beat. Something tells me you and Nuclear Snake might finally do it. So why not let me help?
You seem pretty eager. And judging by those camera feeds I saw on your monitors, a bit fixated on the Blades. Why?
Because information is power, Mr. Jensen. Governments, megacorporations, and the ultra-rich know this better than anyone. Before the Blades were built, people could force them to be transparent. Get a court order, file injunctions, and when all else failed, hire Rippers like me to hack a server and release their secrets anonymously on the internet.
Ripper? That's what we're calling hackers these days?
A very skilled, very specialized kind of hacker. Regardless, fear of getting found out kept many a would-be powermonger in check. Not anymore. Now, any company, politician, trillionaire or zillionaire with a vault in the Blade sleeps comfortably, knowing Masaki Oshiro is protecting them.
Masaki Oshiro. This isn't the first time I've heard that name tonight.
Of course it isn't. He's the Palisade Bank's CTO. He and his wife, Ashani Talwar, own the corporation. She runs it, and he designs and oversees all of its defenses, the bastard.
Apparently you don't like him very much.
I hate him.
Because he's good at what he does?
Because he's an arrogant little shit who's made himself look like a hero to the corporate world, while secretly hiring assassins to take out Rippers like me. A lot of people have died because of that man.
Tell me more about these specialized hackers of yours. What makes them different?
You've heard of the neural subnet, NSN machines?
I've had some experience with them.
Rippers use a black market version to enter a 3D representation of a server's subnet cloud. We look for digital data there, download it, and leave before the server's defenses stop you.
Kind of like a smash and grab robbery.
No, Mr. Jensen. That's what thugs do. This is data extraction. Real Rippers do it to expose the truth and keep the powers that be from exploiting the masses.
While making a little money on the side.
One must earn a living. It doesn't mean my heart isn't in the right place.
So you're a hacker with a cause. Got it.
I'm more than that. I saw the malware you hid on that passport.
What malware? I didn't hide anything.
Then whoever stole it for Nuclear Snake put it on the device for him. Either way, it's a fine piece of code. But it will only work if you actually get inside the server chamber and plug into it. I've studied the Blade. I know a lot about its defenses. I can help.
I don't doubt you can help, but just what did you have in mind?
For starters, I know someone who works in the Blade's lobby. Palisade doesn't know it, but they have a Ripper named Baba Yaga 50 working the night shift.
And you think he'd be willing to risk his job and jail time for something like this?
Our cause is bigger than that, Mr. Jensen. You're trying to screw over the company that all Rippers hate. Getting you in there is a chance he'll take, but after that, you'd be on your own. Palisade has a strict no-OGs policy.
I want to know more about this malware you found. What's it do?
Creates a temporary backdoor through the Blade's lava wall. Far as I can tell, it will embed itself on a server as soon as you plug the passport in. Rippers have been trying to punch their way through that lava wall for years. But all this time, we've been looking for weaknesses from outside the system. Nuclear Snake's trying a different approach.
You sure he wrote it?
Like I said, it's a fine piece of code. I recognize his signature. But ask him yourself if you want to be sure.
I'll keep that in mind, should I decide to go any further with this. Right now, it's best you assume that I won't.
My lips are sealed. I know how dangerous this is, and I don't want to end up another one of Oshiro's tragic accidents.
Meaning?
Just do a little digging. You'll find out. Simona Saridakis, all the Rippers who died. The Palisade Bank will stop at nothing to protect its secrets. And until someone gets inside and uncovers the truth, they'll continue to get away with it.
I need to get going. Our mutual friend will be checking in any minute now.
Say hi to Nukes for me. And, in case you do go in, maybe you could put this on Leona Rosolova's desk. She's the head of engineering inside the Blade. Her office is on the 3rd floor.
I'll take it, but I can't make any promises, since technically I'm not going in.
Uh-huh. And now you should be on your way. I reprogrammed the passport in half the time it would have taken our mutual friend to do it, but even so, he's not a patient guy. Be careful in there, Mr. Jensen. Some of those server chambers are equipped with next-gen heat sensors. They'll detect body heat even if your cloaking AUG is active.
Who says I have a cloaking AUG?
Who said you're going in? Call me, if you get into trouble.
Pritchard, I found Shadow Child. She reprogrammed the passport.
And?
And I guess I'm doing this.
It won't be easy, you know. It's a big facility with tons of server chambers. If you're thinking about exploring every one of them, looking for clues...
You want my help or not? I'll reconnect when I'm inside the Blade. Jensen out.
Area clear. generation, this whole issue will be non-existent.
Think like that. They called my Simona a thief. Don't think I will stay silent. Your employers got away with murder. Murder!
You and I have a mutual friend, Shadow Child. She mentioned that you might be able to help me.
I heard someone might come by, but how do I know that you are that someone? You could be anybody. Did this Shadow Child person mention a name or anything?
Baba Yaga 50.
That is what I was looking for. Why, yes. I see that you have an appointment this evening. Allow me to deactivate the security gate for you. It will just take a second. So, what is your Reaper handle?
It's classified.
That is such a cool username. Classified. All right. You are good to go.
Thanks.
Good luck, Classified. Extract the data, expose the truth.
Shadow Child's code appears to have worked, Pritchard. I'm inside the blade.
Good. I was worried you might get sidetracked by some random civilian in need of a hero.
I had several enticing offers, but I turned them all down just for you.
Oh, goody. According to construction records, the servers are located at the top of the blade's funicular, in numbered chambers. We'll have to figure out which one is Santos.
A place like this must have a client registry.
If so, it would be in the CEO's office. She has an executive suite on the highest level of the atrium. I suggest you look there.
Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Attention all Palisade employees. This is a reminder that the newly installed bays for Tarvos security robots are currently active. We would very much like to avoid a repeat of last week's incident, so we ask that you limit your movement to areas for which you have proper security clearance. Thank you, and have a pleasant evening.
Radio stations continue to praise the Juggernaut Collective, an elusive group of vigilante hackers who are exposing big money corruption. What these journalists overlook, however, is the damage these hackers leave in their wake. Last year, the collective shut down London's traffic grid, causing gridlock for hours.
That's right. I was transferred yesterday. Name's Alistair.
Oh, yeah. Saw your name on the list.
Thanks.
We haven't told you through yet.
Running diagnostics check.
We have some basic ground.
Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Commencing diagnostics check. Air purification system is operating at normal capacity. Diagnostic sequence complete. Running diagnostics check in sector 11482. 2. Diagnostic sequence complete.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiate. Access granted.
Running diagnostics check in sector 11759. Diagnostic sequence complete. Facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now closed. Running diagnostics check. Piping integrity stable. Water pressure registering within normal parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Temperature readings in server chamber area are within acceptable parameters. Cooling systems functioning normally. Running diagnostics check. Water temperature fluctuation is within acceptable parameters. Diagnostic sequence complete. Warning. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is open. Routine maintenance of structure exterior underway.
They are insanely rich, but it is barely from the money they make from Palisade. Most of it is from investments.
Attention. The facility's exterior maintenance hatch is now closed.
How's that crab doing? What? Considering what you're asking, Mark. I assume you're such a crap. Standing.
No, it's just... I have a lot on my mind. You know, what happened after the Zika bombing. It's just that I've